The advent of warfare has always led to the development of technology, from the transition of the Iron Age as those with iron and steel weapons soundly defeated those who had the misfortune of still holding on to weapons made from smelting copper, to the rampaging blitzkrieg that the Germans used to reign supreme during their genocidal crusade. The sophistication of weapons used during warfare has always been a determining factor during this conflict. That may be why the look of concern may have been formed on the faces of the world leaders when they heard about the Belgorod submarine. Larger than anything lurking underneath waters of the seas, the Belgorod submarine is one of the most imposing figures in the waters, not only because of its lurking size, but also because the weapons and facilities found on this submarine may be enough to change the shape of naval warfare as we know it today. Already there is suspicion that this submarine has already been used during the Russo-Ukrainian conflict, and although it hasn't been seen ever since the pipeline incidents that occurred in the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines, there are worries that this might just be the catalyst to a bigger problem. Should the world actually be concerned? Let's dive in. The K-329 Belgorod. Manufactured in Russia, the K-329 Belgorod is currently the largest submarine the world has seen in the last 40 years. The Belgorod is a large submarine that was commissioned in July of 2022, right in the middle of Russia's conflict with Ukraine. This Oscar II-class submarine seems to be the latest addition to the Russian submarine fleet, which just happens to be the largest in the world. Indeed, at this point in time, the Russian submarine fleet has up to about 74 submarines, which is larger than both the United States and the Chinese submarine fleets, which are made up of 68 and 66 submarine units respectively. As such, it might be worrying that the Russian fleet may have the most formidable submarine unit in the world. The K-329 is a bit of a unique model because it is a variation of the Russian Oscar II nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine. This one was designed specifically for special operations, with a displacement of about 30,000 tons and coming in at a length of about 178 meters and a width of about 15 meters wide. The K-329 is currently the largest ship in the world over the last 4 years. The only ship that is considered to be larger is the Soviet-era Typhoon submarine. Currently, the submarine is believed to be Russia's main directorate of deep-sea research. Capable of hosting over 110 submariners, the ship is also capable of carrying smaller submersibles, which may include mini-submarines that could be used for deep-sea expeditions. No doubt, such a submarine has been a cause of worry to the other world powers, as they believe that it is a clear warning from Putin. Some have commented about the submarine's timely commission during the Russian conflict with Ukraine. Not only that, it seems to signify that Russia is reinforcing its already formidable naval fleet somewhere around the Arctic region. There is even belief that they are refurbishing some of the Soviet-era bases that were abandoned so that they can actualize this project, which will help them push forward with their development of wartime weaponry and technology. Poseidon nuclear weapon. Speaking of the development of wartime technology, one of the reasons the West may be tense about having this massive submarine hiding somewhere within the world's waters is because it is believed that the Belgorod is capable of carrying 6 Poseidon nuclear weapons. Already there is tension between the world powers because of the Northern Fleet, which is Russia's most important fleet due to its position in the Arctic. As such, you can see how countries like the US may be upset because they can spot Russia's nuclear forces from their territory. To add to this problem, they have the Belgorod to also worry about, thanks to the Poseidon nuclear missiles. This began when the TASS, the Russian leading news agency, announced that their military had obtained the first set of Poseidon missiles just so they could be fitted into their most formidable submarine. These super torpedoes are considered to be so dangerous because it is believed that they are capable of causing radioactive ocean swells which could destroy cities and their habitats to the point where nothing could survive in the area. Announced as one of Putin's strategic weapons a few years before the war, the Russian authorities have not been shy about letting the world know they have this powerful weapon. Once people set their eyes on the picture of this 79-foot-long torpedo with a diameter of almost 7 feet, they may be shaken to their core when they learn that the missile carries a warhead that is 13 feet long with a 4-foot diameter. Believed to be a combination of a drone and a torpedo, it is extra frightening to learn that it can travel at speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, if no more, with its near-undetectable stealth mode, and that it has a range of 6,200 miles. It is believed that there are few weapons that can match this tremendous torpedo, and as such, the West, along with the rest of the world, may be rightly apprehensive about leaving this submarine and its weapons in Putin's hands. Where is it? As much as they hate that the Russians have this submarine and these weapons, the West must hate the fact that they do not know where this ship is at this point in time. Last sighted towards the end of 2022, the ship gained notoriety when it was spotted somewhere along the Barents Sea. Pictures taken of this ship also showed us images of the submarine as it resurfaced somewhere in the Kola Peninsula. This sparked worries as NATO, the intergovernmental military organization, warned the West that they had spotted the submarine as it traveled to some point around the Kara Sea. They believed it had been there with the sole intention of testing the capabilities of its military equipment. Strangely enough, this was the last time the submarine has been seen to this day. Adding mystery to its power and size isn't a comfortable notion for the rest of the world, so you cannot blame anyone who may dismiss the situation by trying to downplay it. However, after disappearing following what was supposed to be an innocent enough military exercise, there are some who believe this may be another veiled threat from the Russian leader. Some have even claimed that the ship conveniently disappeared at the leaks in the aforementioned Nord Stream gas pipes on September 26th, which was somewhere around the time the ship was last seen. Was this a show of power by the Russian fleet? Although some have outrightly dismissed the submarine's involvement in that incident, this has led to murmuring of a nuclear attack from Russia. These assertions are amplified by the fact that Putin has spoken openly about making use of nuclear weapons in the past. That said, intelligence officials are doubtful because they believe that the submarine's arsenal only has a 2-megaton capability, and as such, they believe that the destructive capabilities of the submarine may have been exaggerated. Furthermore, they are of the belief that the mystery of the submarine's disappearance may just be another case of adding some allure to the myth of the K-329. They understand that the Russian submarine fleet, much like any submarine fleet worldwide, are known to have a global presence far beyond their coast, so it shouldn't be strange to see them pop up anywhere in the world. Nonetheless, the U.S. Naval Institute has expressed its problem with the fact that the Russian Navy is developing the level and variety of its nuclear capabilities in recent times. Furthermore, there is another issue that this submarine hasn't been covered by any of the world's nuclear arms treaties. This brings our video to an end. What exactly does this powerful submarine have for us in the future? Please tell us all about it in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Until next time, goodbye.